Hello, my name is Natalie Turvey and I am Director and Principal Psychologist at Drop of Life Psychology Clinic, plus the author of Unbreakable Relationships for Self-Lovers and Others and the Director of Psychology at Home and online portal. And I'm going to answer some questions over the next couple of videos that I receive quite often, so I thought they might be useful to send out there into the internet world because these are questions that get asked quite a lot. This one today that I'll be talking about is, are relationships supposed to be hard? I get it a lot and I get why they say that and I get why everyone's kind of asking that. And the short answer is sometimes. So after the honeymoon period where all the hormones have settled down and we sort of settle into our relationship and we really start to be aware of each other's discrepancies, each other's sort of little idiosyncrasies, and we start to be quite conscious of their faults and all the things that they're doing wrong and what we're doing wrong. So we start to notice a little bit more about each other. So after that honeymoon period settles, it can start to get a bit tough. And first of all, that's when the work begins. It's not a bad thing, it's just that when the work begins. So we have to sort of do a few things differently, meaning we have to listen perhaps a little bit more than we would normally to a relationship that we weren't that interested in relationships that we are interested in and want to cultivate. We have to listen a little bit more, meaning we have to stop and actually stop talking and use our ears. We have to be a little bit more empathetic, meaning we have to think about the other person's perspective while we're engaging. We have to really put ourselves in the other person's shoes to help understand what's actually really going on instead of taking it all very personally. And we have to be authentic. And what I mean by that is, in your relationships and the ones that you choose to be your humans in your world, they're the places where you have to be authentic. You have to be completely you. You have to be sad sometimes, you have to be angry sometimes. It's the good, the bad and the ugly. That is what authenticity is. It's not trying to be something that you're not all the time, because that does not work long term. You have to change yourself a little bit sometimes because the relationship means something to you, which means you have to change the way perhaps that you will morph and grow within that relationship. And the third one is, you have to be vulnerable in this relationship, because the scary part about relationships, any relationships, they have the capacity to break your heart, to actually really, really hurt you. We know this and we go in willingly anyway. So in order to be fully in a relationship, you need to be vulnerable, meaning that you need to say what you need to say when you need to say it, even if the consequence is that they might get upset or angry. So I hope this was useful. So yes, sometimes relationships are supposed to be hard, and that's okay. But to help sort of work through after the honeymoon period, you're going to listen and be empathetic and be authentic within yourself. You're going to learn to change and morph within the relationship so you grow together rather than apart. And you're going to be vulnerable even though it's scary. So I hope that was useful. Today and tomorrow, to be kinder to yourself than anyone else can